you haven't seen episode 2 yet, I highly recommend you watch it before you do this one. So pause this video now and go to the safe URL to see it. Trust me, it's worth it because vlog 2 is hilarious.
Yeah, so the first couple of weeks in Calgary have actually not been good at all. I wish it was like in my dream. When I got here right from the get-go, it was snowing in cold temperatures as if it was winter. And then it warmed up and I made a bit of money. And then it started raining again. The weather just like went bad and it's been raining and raining. Customers don't really want windows when they know rain is in the forecast because in their eyes, it's a waste of money. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I hope the weather clears. It has to because otherwise it's gonna be a really bad year. It's definitely not baller. It's May 5th and Calgary is covered in snow.
That spring in Calgary was probably the worst weather I can remember. There were non-stop storms, which made window cleaning not very viable. So I focused on lawn work and aeration.
This is not fun.
There was even smoke from wildfires in northern Alberta.
So Calgary was not a total disaster this year, but it was probably one of the worst years I've ever had here. Not just the weather, but also the economy. It just feels like there's not a lot of money going around. I mean, this province has been in a recession for a couple of years already because it's all oil dependent, and since the price of oil has crashed, so did the economy. So it's always been kind of bad here, but it really feels like this year it's way tighter for people. Like maybe they just don't want to spend money on windows. The one upside about this month and a half in Calgary is that my Airbnb was rather cozy. I got pretty comfortable in there and it kind of felt a little bit like my temporary home. I did enjoy spending the evenings there and rainy days. But then the month and a half came to an end and I needed to extend it. So I asked the landlord if I could and she said it was fully booked. So I had to book a different Airbnb in a different area, which turned out to be a terrible, terrible place. I've never experienced such a shitty Airbnb in my life. I was stuck in this like creepy basement. There was these weird kind of people living there. It was a little bit dirty with some insects crawling around, and I swear the house was haunted. I just got a really bad vibe in that place.
You might not believe me, but when I was in my room, I felt a very eerie presence, as if someone was there with me the whole night. This basement is so creepy. I spent 2 nights here. I can't even do one more night. Just super creepy vibes in this place. Just so unpleasant to be here. So I'm going to my friend's house. Man, I'm so happy to get out of there. I didn't care about the $300 I never got back. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. So I went and stayed with my friends.
So during tough times in Calgary where I'm not making a lot of money, and during cold and rainy days like these, there are a bunch of places around Calgary where I like to go and spend my free time. These are places that lift my spirit and boost my morale and help me push through tough times like these where not a lot of money is coming in. So I'm going to take you to my favorite spots around Calgary and show you where I like to spend my free time.
My absolute favorite place is called Cafe Bino. This is not just my favorite cafe in Calgary, but in all of Canada. I just love this place and I try to go there every morning. Their coffee is so insanely good and the vibe and crowd is very particular, attracting all kinds of intellectual types and unique people. This is a real Calgary institution. Then there are these two Italian delicatessens that I love to go to on my days off. They are full of imported products and locally made Italian food, and I love shopping there because it reminds me of the 3-year period I lived in Italy. It's a real nostalgic experience for me to go there. Then there's Sidewalk Citizen, an Israeli-owned bakery that specializes in a street food called borekas. This is a filo pastry filled with a hard-boiled egg and your choice of red harissa sauce or a green Yemenite hot sauce called sroub. And finally, Jerusalem shawarma, the best Middle Eastern food I've had anywhere in Canada. It's a real taste of home and I don't just eat there on my days off, but as much as I can.